Alrighty, we're getting started now. It is race number 1 of the semifinals here. We have Godchild versus Jupiter here. The winner of this will be moving on to the finals. First shot at first place. Loser is out at 4th, sharing 4th place with Talik. The winner of this moves on to face Dinner Dog as well. And our first race is going to be using the Lycanthrope preset. Excited to see this one, see where this, how this one goes. Good luck to both the racers. Yeah, it looks like Jupiter already off to a rough start, it seems like. I don't know if it was just bad movement or really bad damage stacks, but... Oh, it gets better damage stacks for phase 2. Godchild dealing with 2 jumps, and they're pretty much even now because of that. That's crazy. Yeah, a little bit of bad RNG on Godchild's end, but it's still early, so this doesn't really matter too much. The winner of this goes up versus Dinner Dog in the finals. Yeah, this is Lycanthrope, so you're going to see the players starting with all of the wolf relics already available. So they're going to have wolf movement. Death skip is a very important part of Lycanthrope. You want to see these players hitting death skip. Godchild opting not to use the wolf movement until this room. Interesting. I wonder why that is. Maybe he just forgot. Jupiter's going to have to be careful here. Seems like Jupiter will have enough MP. Gets enough speed, just barely. Makes it through death skip, but Godchild kind of ruining his lead. It's going to have to reset up death skip. Death skip is very important. You don't want to miss it. Oh, is he going to be able to do it without the visual cue from the wargs? Does he know how? Wow, he figures it out. That's crazy. First relic is Eye of Vlad. Doing it without the wargs as a visual cue is pretty impressive, I will say. But Jupiter's still with a pretty impressive lead. Is there going to be a 3rd and 4th place match? No. It's a single elimination bracket, so the players that are out at this side of the bracket tie for 4th place. Yeah, Jupiter's just going to want to hold on to this lead as much as possible. Godchild messing up his movement a little bit. Not the cleanest I've seen him ever play, so... Hopefully he starts to clean it up on his way through the seed. Because he can still bring this back. It's not too big of a deficit. Yeah, just resetting the room. You don't want to deal with that skeleton. The skeleton is really annoying. Jupiter up against Slogger and Gaibon here. Yeah, pretty easy kill. You just use Tetra Spirit, and they pretty much just melt in front of you. I do want to say, everybody who's been watching these tournament matches, I just want to say thank you so much for spending your time watching. If you're watching live, don't forget to follow the channel. It helps me out a lot. I appreciate all the support we've been getting. This whole thing is possible because of all of the support I received on Patreon. So if you too want to support on Patreon, I would appreciate that. If you end up watching this on YouTube later, subscribe. It helps me out a ton. Yeah, Jupiter, honestly, with a pretty big lead, I would say. 4 minutes is pretty, yo. Moradin, thank you for the sub. 9 whole months, holy crap. That's a long time to be subbed on Twitch. I appreciate it. Jupiter not checking, not doing the jump to check that item up there. Interesting. Leapstone, okay. So the first relic is Leapstone. This does open up Colosseum as a potential... What is Jupiter doing? Jupiter's scared of the marionettes? What? Why? You don't need the life max up, Jupiter. What are you doing? Jupiter's trying to do the new Marionetter damage boost or dive kick or whatever. It's giving Godchild a chance to catch up a little bit. Yeah, no mercy on Godchild's end. Just killing all of the dolls. The minimum complexity is what is it? It's 8. Oh, but Jupiter's on the wrong clock cycle and decides to leave. Godchild also going to be on the wrong clock cycle. They both didn't do it fast enough. It's funny because you can definitely get there in the right time frame with better movement, but it looks like they're both opting to not go up to Coliseum. I don't know how I feel about this. Last time this came up, it turned out the correct play was to skip Coliseum, so this could end up working out, but it's hard to tell, right? Coliseum is in logic, but so is Castle Keep, and going to the outer wall gets you closer to Castle Keep. You should definitely be using the wolf movement in this long hallway. Even if you don't seem to have a... Oh, the MP refill. Use the wolf movement. Godchild, use the wolf movement. Godchild, use the wolf movement. Why does nobody listen to me? Can anybody hear me? Hello? Jupiter Climb missing the Doppelganger skip. Doppelganger skip. You don't have to jump incredibly late. That should work. Yeah, there it is. And you get Alucard shield, not the shield you want to see. You want Alucard shield, obviously. But Godchild definitely has a chance to catch up if he cleans up his movement here and gets to this first try. Very late jump. That might work. Oh, just barely off. He started his wolf jump a little too close to the ledge. Very late jump there again. That one didn't work either. Needs to jump a little bit later. Oh, he's too close there. That will never work now. Yeah, Godchild really messing up the skip here. That's a little bit too early, I think. Yeah. Don't give up. Don't give up. It wastes so much time. There you go. You just have to jump later. Jump later. That's all you got to do. Cube of Zoe acquired. Jupiter here. No. Oh, he's messing up his quarter circle forward attacks. God, yeah, he just gives up. That's very, very rough. That was his chance to catch up, but completely misses the execution. He was only a frame or two too early on those jumps too, which really sucks. Maybe I'm just guessing it's a frame or two. I don't know. They looked pretty late. Those jumps looked late. They looked like they should have worked, but... Jupiter now with a pretty massive lead. Looking at the shop, library cards for 500, that's really, really important. You definitely want to buy one of those. Shield didn't seem important. Duplicator for 3K. Yeah, you buy a library card and you leave. You come back when you have money. There's nothing else worth purchasing. Yeah. Ice Brand? Yeah, it's a decent enough sword. Probably worth picking up. I definitely want to see more wolf movement, though. Like, Jupiter is definitely taking advantage of the preset, I think, a little bit more than Godchild currently. Oh, I wouldn't have untransformed there. The transformation... One of the big things about saving time in this preset is minimizing the amount of time you spend transforming into the wolf. The wolf transformation costs like 2 seconds or something like that. So if you're constantly untransforming and retransforming, it's pretty slow. So you want to just stay in wolf form as much as you possibly can every time you transform. I didn't see what the outer wall relic was. I was looking at Godchild's perspective when Jupiter Climb passed by it. It was Force of Echo. Gotcha. Yeah, pretty much useless. The question is, you now have a 50-50. Where do you go now? You either go Castle Keep or you go to Coliseum. And Jupiter's opting to go up to Castle Keep, I mean. Very interesting. I'm interested in this. Wow, Godchild instantly buys the library card. It's the right play. There's nothing else worth buying in the shop, but it's double checking. Yeah, it buys a second one. You probably didn't need to buy the second one, but it's probably not the end of the world. But if these players get back to the library with at least $3,000 worth of cash, they'll be able to buy that duplicator. And then they can have infinite library cards. Hopefully they find a Mana Prism along the way as well. Mana Prism was in there for 1K. I didn't actually see that. Wow. The duplicator is not 30K. It's 3K, yeah. I didn't see the 1K Mana Prism, though. So yeah, if they have 4K, they have all the items they'll really need for the rest of the seed. They might need some more damage potential as well. That could be nice. Did Godchild get the warp in Outer Wall? I guess you don't need it if you have library cards. So it's probably worth skipping, yeah. Meanwhile, Jupiter's finishing up the clock tower here, and Godchild is just now entering. Yeah, Jupiter just using the shield rod. It's not very damaging right now. Ooh, there's an opal. That's enough to buy everything. That's literally enough to buy everything. So next time that these players go back to the shop, they'll have plenty of money. Did Jupiter get that opal or no? I feel like I didn't see Jupiter grab that. He didn't grab that. Yeah, that's kind of a mistake. Unless he finds money somewhere else. That might be the advantage Godchild needs to get back into this. Oh, but there's a diamond. It doesn't matter. Yep. Diamond in the attic. Infinite library cards, infinite mana prisms are available to these players. Honestly, you should probably library card now. If you're Jupiter, once you check these relics, just library card now, so that way you can grab the warp, then library card, buy everything you need, and then go to Coliseum. Oh my god, Jupiter actually does it. What a psycho. Jupiter gets the freaking Fleeman letter. And it doesn't matter because Gravity Boots is right there. Wow. Does it for the swag, but was not optimal. That didn't end up saving any time. It would have just been faster to grab the Gravity Boots. Very funny. You should check Ghost Card. Jupiter, you should check... Jupiter, you should go check Ghost... You're forgetting about Ghost Card. Ghost Card is a relic that you're going to need. Oh, I guess he isn't forgetting. Oh, he's grabbing the warp now and then library carding after grabbing Ghost Card. That's the correct play. Yeah, no, you're right, Jupiter. This is right. Yeah. You were... Yeah. Yeah, just library card from here. Jupiter, you should just library card. Oh, the Cross Shuriken too. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, that's fair. Honestly, Godchild doesn't even need to check the attic. He has enough money to purchase everything. If he skips the attic, he'll save a decent amount of time. There's your Cross Shuriken. Yeah, sure, grab Grass Cloud. That's not that big of a deal. But Godchild 100% needs the library card after this. Yes! Skipping the attic is the right play. 100%. There's Buffalo Stars in the shop. Nice. What are you doing? What? Interesting. Yeah. This is fine. But the issue is you're saving the library revisit for so much later in the run, and you're going to be doing all these item checks you don't need to do because there's a duplicator in the shop. Everything you need is in the shop. You don't need any more item checks for the rest of the seed. You have money for duplicator, you have money for Mana Prism, you have money for Buffalo Stars. You don't need anything else. That is the perfect equipment setup. You don't need anything else. I think checking entrance is fine. Jupiter's going to check Fire of Bat now. Okay, that's fair. But it's a tough one.
You steal
Username.
men's souls and make them your slaves.
Thank you so much for the 6 months of Prime. Jupiter will likely go entrance after this, which is fine because there is a warp to get there, but Yeah, Godchild is doing all these item checks. You don't need to do these item checks. Like, what items are you looking for? You have 8K in your inventory right now. You have an opal that's worth $8,000. That's enough to buy the Mana Prism. It's enough to buy the duplicator. You don't need anything else. You could get a Power of Sire if you really wanted to. Those were 500. There's obviously Buffalo Stars in the shop, even if you didn't even think there was. I don't know, man. I think doing these item checks is incredibly greedy. Because, like, what is better than a duplicator with library cards, mana prisms, and a very strong throwable? What more do you want? Alucard Shield is the only thing. It's one item in the entire game that has a better, like, you know? You just have to accept that there's no point in doing item checks from here on out. Varda won't even, like, yeah, it helps, but, like, not that much. It's not worth the time spent checking these items by any stretch. So now the issue is Godchild is going to be losing a lot of time here because he's going to be doing the, well, I don't know. Godchild's movement is going to have to be good enough to keep up with Jupiter with a duplicator, and he's going to have to get check the library later. Right? He's going to have to do his shop trip later and be able to outvalue Jupiter. Meanwhile, Jupiter's dying. I guess that's a win condition. Jupiter can just die from having the duplicator equipped and losing all of his defense. That's another option, yeah. As long as Godchild's on the right clock cycle here, which it looks like he is, hopefully. Don't do the item checks, Godchild. Whatever you do, do not do the item checks. Why? Oh my fucking god, dude. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Ugh. It's so greedy. This is Godchild's chance to actually make, like, a serious lead for himself. He needs to not throw it by doing all these unnecessary item checks. I guess in this case, Dragon Helm will help with his fight with Aurochs, because Jupiter's going to have a faster Aurochs fight. But, like, it's not worth it. You can grab the Aurochs warp, then library card, then buy the duplicator, then just come back. Like, and you miss out on, like, I don't know. There's no way Godchild forgot. You see it, duplicator is like, when you've played Randomizer enough, your brain is trained in on looking for a duplicator. That's like, Godchild, you have gravity boots. Godchild, you have gravity boots. Godchild, he's throwing. He's choking and he's throwing! He has a chance to actually cement a really solid lead here. Oh, and you need that, yeah. Jupiter's just going to be saving a shit ton of time here by having cleaner movement. Oh, man. And I think Jupiter's on the correct clock cycle, too. He's about 2-ish minutes behind when Godchild entered. So Godchild technically has like a 2-minute lead right now, depending on when he decides to go back for the library. I'm very concerned now that this lead is just going to be dwindling, you know? Because Jupiter's not doing item checks at all. He's going to save all of that time from not checking any items, you know? Because he doesn't need to. Yeah, no, Jupiter's movement is just insanely solid. He's not messing up at all. Godchild, what are you doing? What could you possibly... Okay, never mind. Never mind. Godchild's going to find all of the items because of these... Whatever, man. What the fuck ever. Never mind. Do all the item checks. No, do more. Do more. It's fine. It's fine. Just keep going, man. What the fuck do I know? God fucking damn it, man. I still agree that you shouldn't be doing item checks here, but whatever. The Dragon Helm and the Varda is going to help a lot, and it's going to help Godchild not lose too much time to Jupiter's DPS. Because Jupiter definitely is going to out DPS him. But yeah. God damn it, Godchild. Don't sit in the chair. It's not... Why? I get it. It's, like, cute and stuff, but, like, come on, man. You have a lead. Don't throw it. You have to play so solid because you have to outplay the guy with infinite mana prisms, you know? It's just Echo. Okay. That's the thing. Jupiter's going to slowly catch up because of having infinite mana prisms. He's also going to equip Power of Sire for no reason. That's not... I don't even think that's faster at this point. I think it's slower just to open your menu. But... we'll see. We'll see. So, this is their last check. So, this is either going to be Holy Glasses or... Jewel of Open or Mist, right? It has to be. It's Jewel of Open. That's rough because Godchild is going to put off going to the library to get that duplicator even longer, yeah? Yeah, that's rough. If it was Holy Glasses, he would be able to at least go to the library in an efficient manner and be able to get that duplicator. But now he's spending the entire seed without the duplicator, and I think because of that, Jupiter's going to catch up. Because he doesn't have an efficient time to... go back to the library. And he's going to be taking this really long save animation. Jupiter is already catching up. Yeah, Godchild hasn't checked library yet either. Or, sorry, Fire of Bat. Obviously, the idea is you do it after going to the library, which is what Jupiter did. But... yeah, Jupiter just has the MP advantage. Jupiter opening up this shortcut, kind of unnecessary in my opinion. The only world where you need this shortcut is exactly the world where you go from Silver Ring to check Holy Glasses, and that's it. That's like the only scenario, and that's pretty uncommon. But, I mean, you know, covering all of your bases, I guess. Yeah, the issue is the longer Godchild goes without grabbing that duplicator, the slower all of his boss fights are going to be compared to Jupiter, the slower his movement is going to be, because he's going to be stopping by save rooms to refill MP, which is going to cost him, like, you know, 5-10 seconds every single time. And Jupiter's not going to have that problem. We'll see, though. We'll see. I don't know if Godchild is going to prepare any, like, sort of relic skips or gambles near the end of this first castle, but that could also be a potential way to get back into this. I think skipping Fire of Bat might help Godchild a lot, because it turns out to be nothing. If Godchild gambles on skipping Fire of Bat, or just forgets, he could end up saving a lot of time by just committing to forgetting about it. You don't need Ring of Pails, dude. You have a Varda on. Calm down. Will Jupiter skip Succubus? There's no reason to skip Succubus. If you're already down here. I feel like Succubus is never like one of the relic checks that people think to skip. Unless you're forced to by coming to the caverns early without flight, then maybe, but it doesn't look like Godchild lead has been diminished. Godchild was at 1.2 minutes ahead. He is now down to only about 30 seconds ahead. So no, the lead has been diminished by a lot. Jupiter is 100% catching up. Yeah, that's the thing about early duplicator. Like, yes, you're spending time to go back just to grab a duplicator, but like, there is merit behind it. Like, you're guaranteeing that you don't have to stop for mana ever, you know? Oh, Godchild. Okay, that's fine. That's not the end of the world. That was very, very spooky. Jupiter is saving the game, going for a save split. Which is strange. You have infinite mana and... Oh, you're save splitting for... Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, especially if you don't... No, you have... Wait, you have the necklace. You have the Holy J. Wait. No, you don't... Then you don't save split for Merman. No. If you have wolf movement plus the snorkel, then, like, there's no reason to. The save split's definitely slower. Yeah, no, the save split's definitely slower. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 26 seconds. You definitely could have exited this room in 26 seconds. Godchild, on the other hand, the save split would have been more beneficial for. Right? Every time you save split, you're guaranteeing 10 seconds of a save animation plus 25 seconds of reloading the game. So you're losing 35 seconds every time you save split. If the movement doesn't cost 35 seconds, it's just slower. Godchild, on the other hand, could have really benefited from save splitting before checking it, but... But because he grabbed the ring, like, he was forced to not save split it away, basically. Yeah, and Lycanthrope, you should always pick up the holy symbol. There's no reason not to. And it just helps with movement here, because you're likely just going to fall in the water, like right there. Godchild has to untransform because because he hasn't done Fire of Bat. That's where it was, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, Jupiter catches up right here. I guarantee it. It was Fairy Card? Then where was it? That's strange. Yeah, right here, Jupiter catches up, and yep, and there it is. Jupiter's now in the lead. Just fully in the lead. And it's Holy Glasses. Okay. There is a argument that you should go straight to second castle after grabbing the warp. And he's going to take the boat ride all the way back. This boat ride is so slow. Meanwhile, Jupiter's just making huge gains. Taking a massive lead here. Yeah, I think the correct play is you go to the mines, you grab the warp in the mines, you also do the demon card check while you're there, and then you immediately warp to Castle Keep, go to second castle. Yeah, Jupiter's Elite is going to be very hard. It's a break. Girthing is nice. I guess you could try and use that versus... I mean, I think it's technically faster to use Ice Brand versus Cerberus here. Because you have to do the spell, and you already have a Varda and a Dragon Helm on. So, like, I don't know. Rib of Vlad, yeah, second castle is the right play. You go second castle right now. Yeah, and Jupiter's going to do it. No, the reason the race started late is because Jupiter was using the wrong settings, and we had to fix that. Which is crazy because we've been doing this race for, you know, this tournament for well over a couple months now. Or whatever, you know, he can be good at video games. He doesn't have to be good at, you know, following directions as well. Yeah, now Godchild is using the library card and is going to grab the duplicator finally, but Jupiter's entering the second castle likely 4 or 5 minutes ahead at this point. Like, it's kind of over unless Godchild does some crazy gamble, which I don't even think you can do anything that crazy. Even going creature first, I think Jupiter's going to be able to do everything up to that point before Godchild even gets there. It's very, very tough. I mean, we'll see. But I'm pretty sure this is already Jupiter's race to lose now. Like, Jupiter has such a solid lead. He would have to, like, seriously blunder. Yeah, Jupiter will likely already be finished with the trio by the time Godchild even kills the Darkwing Bat. So there's no point in going left side first, really. It's not enough time. Unless the Relic is at creature. If the Relic is at creature, maybe, but Jupiter likely will not skip creature under these circumstances. Unless he already finds, like, a Vlad Relic and Mist. Essentially, you're looking for Mist here. You're looking for a Vlad Relic in the second castle, and that's about it. Those are the only two things you need because the last Vlad Relic is almost guaranteed to be... well, it could be at Holy Glasses as well, now that I think about it. Last Vlad Relic could be at Holy Glasses. It could be at Silver Ring. It could be at Spike Breaker. There's a lot of options, actually. Well, there's your Vlad Relic you were looking for. Now you're looking for Mist, you're looking for Bat, or you're looking for the rings. Those are the only things you need now. Mist plus Power of Mist, so you can check Spike Breaker. Bat, so you can check Spike Breaker. Mist, so you can check Silver Ring, so you can check Soul of Bat. Because that's likely where the last Vlad relics are going to be, is one of those locations. The rings, Silver and Gold Ring, those could be anywhere, really. That's a tough call. Likely locked behind, like, Soul of Bat or something like that, is my guess. Yeah, the seed is very, very fast. Oh, Godchild did the Summon Spirit way too fast. Yeah. You have to delay the Summon Spirit when you go to fight Richter and the Shaft Orb. You can't do the Summon Spirit as fast as possible because then it'll miss attacking the Orb. Because the Orb takes a few, like, seconds to spawn in. So now the big question is, Godchild needs to do the standard route and then needs to go back to the first castle on the first gamble in order to beat Jupiter, and Jupiter needs to not go back to the first castle on the first gamble. Or Jupiter goes back on the first gamble and misses out on something big. Maybe something at Creature, like Mist or a ring at Creature. Well, there's Silver Ring. It's very unlikely that Gold Ring is behind Creature now. Well, actually, it could be. It could be behind Creature, and then Holy Glasses are at Mist is at Holy Glasses. That's possible. Why are you throwing jizz around, Godchild, like it's gonna do any damage? You got Buffalo Stars, a Varda, and a freaking Dragon Helm. Like, come on now. The minimum complexity for Lycanthrope is 8. I mean, we'll see. It looks like Godchild isn't as far behind as we originally thought, but still. Yeah, Jupiter's movement is just way cleaner right now. Godchild has so many, like, stuttering issues. Like he's trying to go from point A to point B, but he's taking, you know, the scenic route. It's really going to come down to who gambles for the last relic and if that gamble pays off. But Jupiter still has the advantage in that that field. If Jupiter goes on the first gamble and is correct, it's over. If Jupiter goes on the first gamble and is wrong, he might still have enough time to make it back. Who chose the preset? It is through a pick and ban system. Both players ban 2 presets, and then they play whatever the remaining preset is out of the 5 possible. Yeah, I mean, their routing has pretty much been very similar, the main difference being Jupiter choosing to prioritize getting the duplicator early, and by doing so, really advancing his chances to move better. But, yeah. Yeah, Godchild just doesn't seem comfortable moving around. I don't know what it is. Godchild, you're just showing off now. There's no reason to be throwing that jizz around. Keep your jizz to yourself, okay? You know, Power Sire is, I think, a great idea for Beelzebub, because it doesn't matter like where you are on the screen, you're doing damage. Familiar card. So far, it's been a lot of junk. Why are you checking that item? What? I know it's right there, but, like, no, it's not. Like, it's not worth it, dude. Like, y'all got freaking randomizer brain where you're like, that item could be anything. It could even be a duplicator. Meanwhile, I already have the duplicator equipped. Like, why? I don't get it. Crackhead rando brain is a disease, man. It could be anything, man. I gotta find out. No, Jupiter's just playing way more disciplined from here. Like, there's a world where the seed could have punished Jupiter for doing the early library revisit, but it just turns out that wasn't the seed, you know? Godchild, don't reset the room. It's not worth it. Like, I guess if you're that worried about taking damage, but it's fine. That guy's not scary. Asgalt doesn't even, like, do anything. He just kills you in, like, 3 hits or whatever. It's not that big of a deal. Is Godchild doing the big save split? I like this big save split. It'll also work out for him. It might help him save a decent amount of time over Jupiter, depending. But, guys, you got to mash the jump button when you're saving the game. If you're saving the game, mash the jump button. It cancels the save animation faster. You're losing like 3 seconds every time you save the game. Come on now. You're in the semifinals, Godchild. You need to know this stuff. Yeah, Power Sire is the right play for this boss fight. 100%. That was insanely fast. Well, there's Power of Mist. Definitely worth picking up. Yeah, Jupiter is the right idea for picking that up. Godchild should probably either re-equip Power of Sire or just be a god and not take any damage. Bro, he's just walking like a Giga Chad. Oh, there he gets grabbed. Yeah, he was so close to being a full Giga Chad here, but... yeah, just gravity jump up. Just gravity jump out of hit stun. You can gravity jump out of hit stun. That works too. Speaking of this room, how's the Muramasa grind? We haven't done it in a little while. It's one of the things that I've put off for a long time because of internet issues, and on top of like organizing this tournament has left me with a lot less free time. Godchild's gonna reset here. We'll see where this leads him. Yeah, he's gonna save split this. Jupiter is already down to 3 relics left in the second castle. We have Death, we have Galamoth, and then we have Creature, which... why you would skip Creature right here is a little bit silly in my opinion. But... especially because you're looking for multiple things, right? You're looking for Bat. You're looking for Ring of Vlad. Or sorry, not Ring of Vlad. Gold Ring. And you're looking for Mist. Right? So you should definitely do Creature. I think Jupiter miscalculated and has a severe case of crackhead rando brain. Because if you sit down and think about it, it's like, you're not just looking for the last Vlad relic. You're looking for the thing that unlocks your ability to get to the last Vlad relic. Right? And you have 3 different options of what those things could be. So it's not like you're looking for one thing. You're looking for 3 different things, possibly. The thing is Jupiter likely won't get punished because he's moving so fast in this scenario. And also he's down to a 33% chance of getting punished anyways. So we'll see. Like potentially 33% chance. Now it's a 50-50, which is kind of hype. But it still seems unlikely that he'll get punished. Also, Godchild might also skip Creature because he seems to be a little bit on his crackhead arc, personally. But we'll see. I hope Godchild is safe splitting this. If Godchild skips Creature here, he just loses straight up. His only chance is Creature being something and then him library carding instantly. Just insta-snap library card. Goes for the full save. That whole data saved animation you can skip, by the way. Just press the jump button. When the game says data saved, you can just press the jump button, cancels that animation. You start moving like 5 seconds faster. All right, he's going to Creature. Alrighty then. We're now down to a 50-50. Godchild, what are you doing? And he's back. All right, he had to... I don't know. He spilled his drink. His mom said that it's time for dinner, and he said, "No, Mom, I'm racing. This is tournament. I can't pause." The sun is in his eyes. The controller got unplugged. Yeah. Godchild, if you do not transform into wolf right now, I swear to God. Okay, now you transform into wolf. Guaranteed. Okay, there we go. That's fine. You can... There's better ways to do... Wait, why'd you turn off Power of Wolf? If you're just going to do the... Okay, there you go. And it doesn't even matter. I tried so hard and got so far. Unless the last Flat Relic is at, no, I don't think there's enough complexity left. I think that has to be it. Even if this is Gold Ring, I don't think it matters. Because Gold Ring unlocks probably Soul of Bat, which would then unlock Spike Breaker maybe, and that is enough? Yeah, GG's. Well, Jupiter gets lucky for the 7,555th time while racing in a tournament match, but it's okay. It doesn't matter. He was still ahead far enough that it probably didn't matter, which is why I think Jupiter does so well with these gambles. Overall, his playstyle is that he gets so far ahead that even if he ends up skipping something, like, it doesn't matter that much. It doesn't help that Godchild's movement has been honestly very subpar this whole race. Hopefully he cleans it up by the time we get to race number 2. But this is GG's. I'd rather be lucky than good any day of the week. It just hurts because Jupiter's both. It's very, very, very difficult to beat somebody who is consistently luckier than everybody else and is also really, really good. When you're good, you can make your own luck. You are smoking crack. That is some hippie smoking weed bullshit. What do you mean? That's not how that works. In this scenario, it literally came down to a 50-50 because he skipped creature and he didn't get punished for it. So, like, if you want to say that Jupiter willed that into existence because he's good at the game, sure, man. That's fine. Something built different. True. Yeah, true. Echo was earlier in the seed, if I remember correctly. So Bat into Spikebreaker is likely the final Vlad relic, yeah. Was it regular Echo or was it Force of Echo? Are we still salty over the loss in the speed gaming tournament? Even if I was, it doesn't change the, it doesn't make anything I'm saying less true. No? Yeah, it was Force of Echo. That's what I thought. And there's Bat. Like, honestly, yeah, Bat being here makes sense. But I mean, you can't lie and say that Jupiter's not lucky. Like, his playstyle requires that he gets a little lucky in some regards, especially depending on who he's playing. I think in this regard, it probably didn't matter, but it's hard to say, right? I will say skipping creature 100% was a misplay, but yeah, exactly. The second seed, we don't know what it's going to be. It's going to be whatever God's Child counterpicks to. Is it Silver Ring or is it Spikebreaker? It pretty much has to be Spikebreaker from our perspective, I'm pretty sure. I'm not saying he isn't lucky, but the way he spaces things out, it's easier in the long run for him. Yeah, I understand. I like Jupiter too. I think he's really good at the game. But you guys are definitely huffing large amounts of copium and making excuses for him making mistakes and not getting punished for them. Skipping creature 100% was a mistake in the seed from a logical standpoint, but did not get punished for it. Meanwhile, you guys are just making excuses, saying he makes his own luck. The only reason it paid off is because he, landed the 50-50 at the very end. The reason why it's a misplay, by the way, is because you're not looking for the last Vlad relic in the second castle. You're looking for the thing that unlocks the last Vlad relic, right? And since you're looking for a potential of 3 possible items at that point, skipping creature was not the correct play. They were looking for both. They were looking for Bat, they were looking for Mist, or they were looking for the final ring. Yep, it was at Spikebreaker. That's just the correct call. He reads the seed fine once it's near the end. It was the one misplay he made the entire seed. Technically, going early library was also a misplay, but it worked out in his favor. So I guess I would say maybe the... Well, no, it's not even a misplay. It's more of just like a risk... weighted gamble where I think you're mostly getting rewarded by getting the early duplicator. It saves you a lot of time in the long run because you don't know when you're going to go back to the library. So I think that's one of the things that hurt Godchild the most. Godchild also just not taking advantage of the lycanthrope movement as much. But no, skipping creature under this circumstance was the wrong play, but Jupiter still gets rewarded. Because, skipping creature in other contexts where you're looking for one relic and that's it, then yeah, you have a 80% chance to find the relic anywhere but creature. But when you're looking for 3 different relics, potentially, it changes the math on that. Well, that's the thing, is it's not high reward. Skipping creature is not high reward at all. It's just reward enough. And God's Child dies anyways. Damn. That's very unfortunate. That one wasn't his fault. He just got unlucky with the RNG there. Galamoth has a chance to go into his attack immediately, and if you don't have a means to dodge it, which he didn't have missed, like, you just die. So that's rough. That was just getting unlucky. What's the score between Jupiter and Godchild? It's the 2 zeros that are on your screen. One next to Godchild's name over there, and one next to Jupiter's name. This is race number 1. So the idea is you skip creature to save yourself 1.5 minutes most of the time. In this scenario, you save yourself a little bit more time because wolf movement is a little clunky. You probably save yourself like 2.5 minutes. You save yourself 2.5 minutes for... No, I'm not going to compare it to the seed because this doesn't apply since the math is different. But if you're considering you're looking for 1 relic and 1 relic only at that point in the seed, there's 5 checks left, 20% chance that something has to be behind creature. So you're saving yourself 1.5 minutes for a 20% chance to lose the game. So it depends on what your expected value is out of 1.5 minutes. 1.5 minutes can be saved all sorts of different places through different routing ideas. But gambling on an 80% chance over and over and over again, eventually you're going to lose. It's not an 80% chance to win. It's an 80% chance to save 1.5 minutes. Saving 1.5 minutes isn't always enough to just win the race. That's why the idea is, on paper, very bad. The thing that makes it incredibly deadly is that Jupiter's also good at the game, good enough to that the extra 1.5 minutes is most of the time enough to win, right? When he wins, it's usually by less than 1.5 minutes, so skipping creature is enough to steal the win in that regard. But it's also just scary because, like, you can't get a 1.5 minute lead over Jupiter. It's one of the reasons why, at a certain point, the meta is just always skip creature, even if you know it's the wrong play because you know your opponent's also going to be doing it. So you're at least giving yourself the chance to try and outplay as opposed to playing a gamble. Them knowing the progression, shouldn't it be worth to do Spikebreaker Room with heals? They had Duplicator. At that point in the seed, I don't think it was known that it would have been worth going for, because you also would have then at that point needed to do Spikebreaker. It's possible, actually, now that I think about it, Lack, that you might be right. Godchild couldn't do it because Godchild didn't have Duplicator, but Jupiter could have tried to go for it. I don't know how comfortable he is doing that sort of thing, though. Game 1, however, does go to Jupiter. We're going to be right back. We're going to run some ads, and we'll be back with race number 2. Stay tuned, everybody. Alrighty, game number 2 is underway now. There goes. Game number 2, Jupiter's up 1-0. The preset is going to be casual. So let's see how it goes. Absolutely 0 minimum complexity here. So relics can be in pretty much any location. We have the item randomization as well that we'll have to keep an eye on. And wow, with a pretty solid lead for Jupiter here already. Yeah, pretty decent stacks, it seems like. And Godchild finishes up with only 1 jump. That's not too bad. The worst thing that could happen is Dracula jumps again and you waste like another 5 seconds.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, too. Library guy from the ether. I don't know where that came from. Probably Godchild's stream. Oh, nice. They're starting with Axe Armor. That's a classic. It's so funny enough. It's a meme to be using axe armor, like it's cute and all, but it's definitely faster to take it off, yeah. If you're very fast at reacting, you can react to the zombies spawning in axe armor mode, but realistically, shield dashing is faster than the axe armor movement by quite a bit. Yeah, no way to skip death, so these players are going down to nothing. We'll see what the starting items are. Some sort of shield. Looked like it might have been Shaman Shield, maybe? Yeah. It's Shaman Shield. Improves healing power. Interesting. Man, Leapstone as the starting relic. That's not bad. Leapstone as a starting relic does give you the opportunity to do some interesting movement ideas. We'll see if either of these players will go for any of the lesser-known skips, I guess. Yeah, Jupiter skipping some item checks early on.
Tribute? You steal
Hi,
men's
Bison. Thank you for the Prime
souls
sub.
and make them your slaves.
I appreciate it. Getting us closer to that sub goal. Ooh. Gottschalk getting punished for checking that item, yeah. Honestly, I'm starting to think that maybe the correct play, especially in casual logic, because the items are so not guaranteed. There we go. That's one of those skips that I was talking about. Jupiter gets it by dive kicking off of that Spittlebone. It might just be worth skipping like almost every single item check, except for like the ones that are already on the way. Yeah. Godchild's going for it as well. Gets it. Nice. It's always nice to see those kinds of skips get implemented, you know. It's a very situational thing that you wouldn't see in the normal game otherwise. Yeah, it's starting to make me think that maybe my idea of doing early item checks is more impactful than later ones. I don't know if that's necessarily the case anymore. I mean, theoretically, doing early item checks means that like you spend more time with those items if you find something. So the idea is that like if you find something, it's more impactful, but honestly, just skipping items in general is just pretty dang fast. Ooh, is that mist already? Oh, wow. So Form of Mist and Leapstone. This is an interesting combination. A lot of relics given out pretty early so far. Jupiter also just with a massive lead. Firebrand drop? That is very, very good. It seems like the stats were okay. I couldn't see the stats exactly. It looked like it was 16 damage, or was it 26 damage? Yeah, Coliseum is definitely a great choice from here. It was 34? Really? Oh, then I can't read. The issue is neither of them are going to be on the correct clock cycle. So they would have to wait for like 45 seconds if they wanted to go up there. And it's just for one check. Yeah, I think Jupiter's correct here by going to library first. Yeah. Missing out on that Firebrand really does suck for God's Child. RNG kicking him while he's down. No, Godchild's been in the menu, so like he would have to wait like 15 to 20 seconds here, which he's gonna do. Never mind. Wow. All right. Well, this is at the very least a gamble that has the potential to pay off. Did Jupiter also get a sellable item drop? That's, yeah. Jupiter out here literally making his own luck. You guys were right. And by making his own luck, I mean cheating. Because that's what making your own luck implies, is that you're just cheating the video game to have better drops. The Aquamarine was just a stat accessory? Oh, okay. That's what I thought. I was just taking you guys' word at face value, but then I realized you guys were wrong. That's nice. Oh, Godchild gets so fucking punished. Well, that's that. Like, what can I say? It's 7 minutes in. That's GG's. Like, that's that's rough. Yeah, no, God has definitely forsaken his 666 child in this scenario. But, you know, it's casual. Anything can happen. Godchild also was quite frustrated with the first seed. So maybe he plays a little bit riskier because of that, and maybe it could pay off. We don't know yet. The book's giving Jupiter a little bit of a hard time, but doesn't really quite matter. Grabbing the grapes? Okay, Jupiter, I guess you're just hungry. And is not checking the shop first, but is instead going to Lesser Demon. I believe this is the correct call. It gives you a couple of extra item checks. Yeah. Is that actually Medusa's shield, or is it just a shield? Because if it's actually Medusa's shield, they could... Godchild could try and stone Doppelganger here. My guess is that it's not actually the Medusa shield, though, since the items... Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it looks like he checked as well. Yeah, Knight Shield. Yeah, shields are always dependent on their sprites. The sprites aren't shuffled. Obviously, like, the color in the palette is shuffled, but... Nice. And there's Gravity Boots. Okay. So they now have access to Flight. Flight was in the library. So Jupiter likely is going to go Fire of Bat into Castle Keep now. That's probably the standard play. Interesting that Godchild goes to check the relic when he had access to the entire library if he was going to go for this route anyway. So he's just forcing himself to backtrack a little bit. Yeah. Ooh, Heart of Light in the shop, but no money. Jupiter needs to farm for that, I'm pretty sure, unless he plans on coming back later with no library card. This might be Godchild's chance to catch up. Ghost card kind of forced on to Godchild. What's Jupiter's plan? Jupiter's leaving. I guess Jupiter's plan is to come back later. Without a library card. I guess the idea is just find a library card later. Just get lucky and find a library card, I guess. Hopefully Jupiter doesn't forget about it. Because that is something that can happen. Yeah, Jupiter will just get a library card drop off of a random enemy. So true.
I'm interested in this.
Godchild, on the other hand, Also not enough money, unfortunately. We'll see what he ends up doing with this information.
Farewell for now.
He could get some lucky item drops on the way to and back from the to fight Lesser Demon. He should be killing these enemies for money drops, realistically. $25, not enough. Yeah, Godchild is likely not going to get enough money here. Here. He also is going to die. He didn't save, did he? You need to do something. Open the menu, do something. What is your plan? Omelette du fromage? All right, that's one way to do it. 3 HP, not even scared. Easy peasy. Yeah, not having that Firebrand is really starting to hurt. Bloodthirsty two-handed sword, honestly, it's bad. It's really bad. That was not level up off of Lesser Demon. That was unfortunately the level up off of the Ectoplasm. Yeah, no, Godchild is losing so much time from not getting that that Firebrand. Jupiter was able to kill multiple bosses faster at this point now. Yeah, using that Buffalo Star and the Cross Shuriken is kind of greedy, but like it makes sense. This boss is taking forever. There you go. Yeah, no, this is like honestly pretty bad. It is a randomizer at the end of the day. Like RNG is a factor overall, but oh, God's child. You should not have done that. I think he tried to enter with not enough MP. And then he wastes more MP because he's spamming. Oh my god, dude. He's on full tilt mode. That's so bad. Like, I would be tilted too. Like, the seed is really, really bad so far, starting-wise, but like, this is pretty much over. I'm going to be honest. Hey, MP refill glitch. That actually helps a lot. Because now you can leave. Oh my god. Yeah, if I was Godchild, I'd be insanely pissed as well. This is a mixture of, like, bad luck, getting tilted, and then playing while tilted. Because he's making a lot of, like, decisions that are based off of just, like, frustration, for sure. Jupiter finds a Mana Prism in the wall. Vorpal Blade. Hopefully that drop is good. Otherwise, Godchild is in a really bad situation, I'm not going to lie. It is mediocre. All right, well, it's better than nothing. And Godchild decides that he will come back later with money as well for that Vlad Relic. So both players are missing out on the shop Vlad Relic and are deciding to get it later. You know, Godchild is definitely playing on tilt, which is understandable. It can happen. I mean, the same thing happened to me in the speed gaming tournament. I got, like, so fucked on RNG that, like, it was impossible for me to play level-headed in the next match. Jupiter found a sellable. Okay. It just comes down to when you decide to route back in checking the library. Did it say it was an opal, or did he open the menu and say that it was a sellable? Because if it just says opal, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a sellable. We don't know yet then. He needs to open the map or open the menu, and it needs to say a sellable item. Is he not getting the warp? Halfway through, skip. Wait, did he get the warp or no? Wait, did Godchild just not get the warp? Did he just go halfway through the hallway then leave? Was anybody paying attention? He did not. Godchild's throwing. Oh my god, that's a throw. You need that warp. Now, the only way Godchild doesn't lose is he has to find a library card. Jupiter finds Silver Ring. Yeah, if he doesn't find a library card, he just loses straight up. Unless his plan is to go back and buy the relic now? No. Yeah, no, this is must be quite frustrating. Jupiter doesn't make it on the correct clock cycle, but it probably doesn't matter. Yeah, the clock's going to open any second now, because he's going to be on the even clock cycle about now. And Jupiter has 2 Vlad relics as well. Is this GG's already? It's like 99% Jupiter is just going to win. Godchild has lost a lot of time. Jupiter found a pretty lucky early sword that has helped him a lot. Godchild has been getting hit a lot. He's made a few misjudgments. Godchild's only chance is somehow finding like some crazy route. Like something insane, but... My guess is Jupiter's probably sitting at like a... Probably like already a 5-minute lead, and we've only been playing for 19 minutes. Like, this is absolutely brutal. At least 6 minutes? Yeah. I think Jupiter just found Shield Rod as well. Maybe. At least Godchild will have access to some of these swords here. The Holy Sword should be pretty decent no matter what, because it's at least holy damage. So he shouldn't be too far behind on like equipment now, but... Mystic Pendant, that could be a sellable. We don't know yet, though. Please, Godchild, don't die to the Flea Riders. Stop tilting and open your menu and just equip a better sword. Why is he waiting for his MP? Or he's just going to stand... Oh, okay. Does he have like a controller issue that we're not aware of? He's not picking up the Mana Prism. Oh, no. There's a Mana Prism behind that armor piece that Jupiter got. Damn. Jupiter on his way to fight Aurochs already. Godchild hasn't done any of this entrance stuff. Yeah. Spiked Iron Club, that is not actually the Shield Rod. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm like... Randomizer is Randomizer and all, but it's over, man. I don't think there's a I'm going to be honest. This is... Jupiter would need, like, his PC to crash or something. I think that's literally Godchild's, like, win condition. Like, it's that grim. I don't think Jupiter did an entrance. That's an interesting idea to skip entrance. I don't hate it, but I mean, at this point, we're running out of areas, so that means entrance has to be something, yeah? Wait a minute. Because this is the only thing Jupiter has left to check. So this has to be... No, then what did Jupiter miss? What else is he missing? What are they missing? Oh, sword card, you're right. My bad. I forgot about sword card, you're right. Yeah, so sword card has to be something. So it's either going to be gold ring, or it's going to be holy glasses, or it's going to be jewel of open. And it's holy glasses, all right. Well, the correct play is to go to second castle. I don't think the merman statue is going to matter, but maybe it might. Ooh, dark shield drop. That's pretty convenient. Depending on what kind of shield it actually is. Yeah, Jupiter is basically like, if Jupiter doesn't check entrance and then merman statue matters, or if creature ends up having something. But I'm also pretty certain that if Jupiter goes early into second castle, that creature skip probably won't happen. I could be wrong, though. Sellable, sellable. The other thing is we know one of the relics is in the shop, so... Oh, Jupiter's doing entrance now. He must be. Probably doesn't want to go to second castle right now. Yeah, he's going to do the entrance check now. I don't think Jupiter would forget the Vlad relic in the library. Maybe he would, but it's very unlikely. Why is Godchild refusing to swing his sword? You can just kill those guys with your sword. Just press the attack button and it kills enemies. Would Jupe save split Merman? No. Jupiter's going to grab Merman, come back, and then go to second castle. Hoping to find Jewel of Open before doing entrance? You think? I don't know about that. I guess I was wrong. No, yeah, I guess Jupiter would save split Merman. Fuck me, I guess. I'm whatever, man. Sure, go for it. It's fine. Jupiter's never punished for doing the dumbest possible things. It's fine. Jupiter's trying his luck. No, he's making his own luck. God, it fucking is so frustrating to lose to this bullshit. I will say, it is frustrating. Yeah, too busy making his own luck. Like, that is insane greed. That's insane greed because you're saving 30 seconds to skip that relic. That or Jupiter's throwing because he feels bad for God's Child and wants him to win one. That's the only other, like, either Jupiter feels bad and is trying to get God's Child a W here by intentionally throwing, but, like, that doesn't make any sense. You saved 30 seconds for that relic skip. And it's going to cost you way more time to get it later. It's going to cost you more than 30 seconds to get it later. Can we just ban casual logic in the next tournament? The next tournament is going to be only using logic that I personally come up with if we do it. I don't even know if we're going to do another tournament, man. Don't ask me today. I'm in a really bad mood today. Jupiter finds a Marcel. I didn't get the chance to see the stats on it, though. The gamble is he thinks he won't need it. I mean, I guess. I don't see why else you save split that away. Unless you're just intentionally throwing. Because it's not worth saving the 30 seconds. You know? You're already there, dude. It doesn't take that long. And like we said, resetting the game, it takes you 25 seconds to get back into the game anyways. Like, there's Soul of Wolf. Oh my god, that's so frustrating. That was all of God's Child's MP. And those summon spirits, they didn't do anything. God, that's frustrating. Something is foul going on because I'm in a bad mood too. I'm just mad because of my internet issues and nobody's listening to me. Not nobody. It's fine. I already talked about it earlier. It's fine. Yeah, I'm sorry. I really don't like streaming when I'm in a bad mood like this, but there's a tournament match happening. And I don't want to like force these guys to reschedule because I'm having a bad day. You know what I mean? It's fine. I'll be better, hopefully, later. Godchild's waiting on MP refill, but you just have to do the quick mist. You have to spam the mist button. Oh, he tried to do it, but then got locked out. God, the mist is such a janky piece of shit fucking relic. I swear to God. Oh, well. This is so frustrating for God's Child. He makes it through finally. But holy shit, he wasted like a minute. What does God's Child do with this information? He's trying to figure it out. Yeah. Yeah, Jupiter's chilling at like 6 minutes ahead still. Like, it's a tough one. I don't know. I doubt it. I really doubt, like, Jupiter's going to get punished at all for any of this, like, silly routing. To be fair, the seed is also, like, not fun. Like, the seed is definitely not cohesive for, like, having a good route. So I understand doing some jank, but, like skipping the relic in the library, that makes sense to me. Like, yeah, you're in a tough spot, but you might as well. Skipping the mermaid statue is just greedy, man. Like, did you really need to save 25 seconds that bad? I guess you have the potential to save more time because you're also skipping the holy symbol check, and you don't have to ride the boat ride. So there you go. As long as there's nothing there, then it doesn't matter. See, just sometimes you just have to realize that your brain is just too small to comprehend the gargantuan brain plays of creating your own luck. Alrighty, God's child, go left first. Do it for the culture. Just go straight to creature. Fuck it. Who cares? That's actually a terrible idea. He should not do that. All right, he picks up the Marcel. That's good at least. So I'll have a sword. Go creature, then go Galamoth, yeah. And skip everything else in between. Powerful Sword of Flame. Yep, put that thing on. 62 attack. That's not bad. Damn, Jupiter's really giving it to the CV3 trio. Oh, he's a little stuck for now. Trevor is always kind of annoying. Trevor's the most annoying out of the three, in my opinion. You do have to get the warp in this scenario, yeah. Godchild is grabbing the warp. What was that? Was that Power of Mist? I think it was, right? There's flight. I mean, they've had flight. Gravity Boots plus Leapstone counts as flight and logic, so. Oh, that sucks, dude. It's fine. I mean, the tombstones hurt really bad, don't get me wrong, but and getting cursed sucks, but you're at least alive. Sure, do some item checks, why not? I guess grab it. If Godchild finds a random library card, that would be huge. The power of having that library card would be quite nice, not gonna lie. Godchild just needs to find a random duplicator, plus library card, plus mana prism, and he's good. And then he's chilling. Then he's got a chance. Damn, Godchild skipping up on the Holy J. Probably a mistake. See, I don't see the logic of skipping, like, right? If Jupiter is going all the way here to fight Beelzebub and skips creature, then I don't get it. Because it definitely takes just as much time to get to Beelzebub when you don't have Jewel of Open as it does to get to fucking creature. Maybe I'm wrong, but, like, with that logic, you should just skip both. So that... This, in my mind, tells me that Jupiter should be going to creature as well. Just skip the whole game. Honestly, that's how some people play. I mean... Oh my god, Godchild's getting fucking owned. That's a lot of damage. Nice. Good fight from Godchild. Jupiter with a save split. Makes sense. I wish you could see far enough into the room to see the potential relic. That would be so nice. That would actually be really, really nice if you could see through into the... to check the relic behind Beelzebub. But that'd just be too convenient. The game wanted to keep it a secret on purpose. Godchild should gain ball on the rings. That's tough. That's really tough. The rings only unlock one thing. Whereas Jewel of Open will unlock the entirety of the cavern, so they definitely want to find Jewel of Open first before going back to the first castle. I was wondering where the fuck your stream was on Twitch. Twitch unfollowed you? Damn. I'm getting owned. What's up, Patty? I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you, man. Fixed it. Appreciate you, dude. If he goes vanilla route, he will guarantee lose. I mean, yeah, in my opinion, Godchild's win condition is definitely just Jupiter forgetting. Forgetting about, like, Merman statue or forgetting about the library relic. That's about it. Jupiter has too much of an advantage in time. Like, he was, like, over 6 minutes ahead at one point. Like, it's really tough to come back from that. Left side would win if Holy Glasses is nothing. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, Jupiter's not skipping creature in this scenario. Which is the correct play. You don't want to skip creature when you're missing multiple... You're missing at least 2 Vlad relics. You're missing Jewel of Open. I think if you have, like, no movement like they do, if you're going to skip creature, you might as well also skip Beelzebub, right? Oh, and there's a library card there? Yeah, no, left side was actually the play. Wow. This is a seed where left side first would have actually been pretty huge. That's huge. That library card matters so much. I mean, that's going to help Godchild as long as he doesn't skip creature. As long as he doesn't fall to the peer pressure. Jupiter finds Jewel of Open a creature. Oh my god. This video game is really funny. This video game is just it knows. It knows the memes. Wow. You know what that is? That's called creating your own luck. Right there. You guys were right. Just make your own luck. Duh. Yeah. I mean, there's still a world where... Well, now it comes down to, do you go back to the first castle because there's more checks there, or do you finish up the second castle? There's still decisions to be made here. I honestly want to see a world where Godchild doesn't fight Beelzebub and says goes straight to creature. He's listening! He literally is stream sniping! Let's fucking go! Holy shit, let's go! Oh, man. Now, if he skips both, we're in trouble. But if he somehow says, for the meme, I'm going straight to creature, and gets rewarded, that would be quite hype. Oh, he's going up. It might be for the save. He went back down. He said, fuck it. We're going right there. Now, the right play for Godchild is to library card immediately. If he gets Jewel of Open and then library cards immediately, that's his last chance. That is legitimately his last chance to get back in the lead. And the rest of the second castle has to be bait. Oh, man. He definitely has enough money to afford Heart of Vlad. We know Heart of Vlad is in the shop. Where is he going? Oh, he's setting up the wolf movement. All right, that's fine. Yeah. That's fine. This is slightly faster, yeah. Bat is probably somewhere in the second castle. It doesn't have to be. It can be anywhere. Bat could be in caverns. This is casual logic, so there's no complexity requirement. So as long as it isn't like impossible to acquire, all of the relics are basically randomly distributed. Oh baby, Godchild, you gotta use that library card, please. If he's tilted, he would do it too. Oh, don't die though. Oh, open the menu and heal or something, or soul steal. You got to do something because you're one hit away from dying. No! Oh my god, the clutch. The clutch! What does he do with this information? What does he do? Does he library card immediately? Or is he going to go save and then library card? I think he should just library card. This save isn't going to do him any good. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Come on. Yes. Yes. Let's fucking go. All right. Well, never mind. It doesn't fucking matter. GG's. Well, you know, this was his only win condition. He had to go for it, but it doesn't pay off.
I'm interested. Thank you.
I mean, what else is there to buy? I don't remember there being anything that good. Oh, that's a Varda. That's big numbers. That's big. Why didn't you buy them? What else are you looking for? What else could you possibly want? Double Varda, you gotta buy it. There you go. Those moonstones are actually Ring of Varda. Okay. Well, depending on where the last Vlad relic is in the second or in the first, if there's anything in the first castle, that might matter a lot, actually. If the last Vlad relic is at like Grand Falloon or something like that, then Godchild might get there first, then warp back to the second castle, and then check that, and then he's close. I don't know. We'll see. Essentially, there has to be nothing left in the second castle here. If the second castle has even like Bat, for example, I think Jupiter still wins this. But Godchild, I think there's a world where he can maybe steal a win. Or if the last Vlad relic is a holy symbol. If the last Vlad relic's that holy symbol, it's over, I think. Unless Jupiter finds a way to grab it in a meaningful amount of time, but I doubt it. Interesting idea. I think it's faster to just shield dash than to do what Godchild is doing, but it's cool. Yeah, you can probably one-shot with your sword, but that's fine. You have 2 Vardas equipped, Godchild. You can one-shot with the sword. You don't need to jump over the dick. It's fine. It's fine. Fire of Bat. All right, Jupiter has 1 relic left in the second castle that's worth checking. Well, only 1 relic left in the entire second castle, actually, so we'll see. Jupiter likely won't use the library card until after fighting Galamoth. Mornblade Chrysogrim. It's the sprite of Morngrade, the name of Chrysogrim, and it's probably going to be garbage. There's no way it's actually a good sword. That's asking too much. Godchild went for the wolf movement. That would have been pretty sick, but... Checking Holy Glasses here. If this is Bat, that's pretty huge, actually. It kind of matters who finds Bat first now that I think about it. That could matter a lot. If Galamoth has a Vlad Relic, it is 100% over. Like 2,000,000% over. Because Jupiter just grabs the last Vlad Relic with the library card and then wins the game. But we'll see. Batless casual seats suck. Power of Wolf. That's rough. There's not that many checks left. Bat has to be somewhere. Bat could be behind Mermaid Statue. That would be pretty funny. At Holy Symbol. Now, what does Jupiter do? Look for attack potion? Sure. Use it. You also have a strength potion, Jupiter, but I mean, you know. Poor doggo. Couldn't get past the skeleton. Alright, Galamoth will die eventually. I think there is merit to the idea of skipping Galamoth, especially if you can't kill him that fast, because, like, bro, he does not want to die. Doggo distracted by the bones, true. I mean, aren't we all? You know what I'm saying, fellas? Hey. We've all been there. And it's a familiar hold up. So you're saying there's a chance. Jupiter doesn't forget the Vlad Relic here. He might even just be checking the shop just to check the shop and then be like, oh yeah, Vlad Relic, you know? Like, there's no way Jupiter misses out on this Vlad Relic here. Never mind. Congratulations to Godchild for winning this race and tying it up 1-1. Let's fucking go, baby. Oh, Rando Brain is too strong. On purpose, Lamau. He's literally throwing. He feels bad. He's throwing. He's throwing on purpose. Wait, somebody check. Did Jupiter gamble on Godchild? He's just trying to get free channel points. This is insider trading. He's throwing the match. This is illegal. He's going to jail. Yeah, there's no world where Jupiter doesn't check the shop there. He's taking a dive for to cash out on the bet, dude. There's no way. There's no way.
Tribute.
88 Goose, thank you for the prime
steal
sub.
men's souls and make them your slaves.
Was that the only library card? So far, yes. The only library card found so far was that. The issue is, however, Godchild is still missing a Vlad Relic as well. Godchild is going to do the entirety of the first castle. Whereas Jupiter will figure out eventually that he forgot the library check. Eventually. Yeah, I think legitimately this has to be a Vlad Relic. It's nothing. That literally transforms into time save for Jupiter. Unless Jupiter finds Merman Statue again and then gets baited, which is very unlikely. That's just free time save for Jupiter. Jupiter unpunished again, yeah. I doubt Jupiter's going to get Merman. I highly doubt it.
Tribute?
Yo,
You steal
Christo.
men's souls and make them your slaves.
Thank you for the Prime sub and the 4 months. Hi there, Kikik. I love you, man. I love you too. Only parasocially, so that way you can give me your money, though. There's Soul of Bat. Okay, Godchild has the potential to earn a lot of time save here. Jupiter has all the Wolf Frogs, though. It's going to come down to when Jupiter remembers to check library, yeah. Does Godchild skip Bees later? That's a good question. Probably not. He probably goes to Beelzebub and then goes to Inverted Caverns when he goes back. Yeah, the issue is Godchild needs to go all the way back to the Inverted Catacombs again. Which I don't think is going to be the first thing on his mind. I think Beelzebub will be the first thing on his mind. He would know Jupiter would have won if it was at Beelzebub? Maybe? You think? I don't know if that thought goes through his head, though. You're right. Yeah, I think you're right. But he would have to, he would have to think of that, And it's really hard to use the fact that your opponent hasn't finished yet as info for skipping stuff. It's easy to doubt yourself in that position, It's definitely a tough call.
Tribute? You steal men's souls.
Thank you, Project Omega,
and
for the
make
gifted
them your
sub.
slaves.
The longer they wait before finding... Oh, no. That's a rough one. Thank you for the 20 bits. That doesn't respawn him with the... Does it respawn him with the barrel? After he throws it? Wait. Is that true? You don't have to restart the room if he throws the barrel? I didn't know that. I thought you had to reset the whole room. I have been playing like an idiot this whole time. Huh. Today I learned. For some reason I thought you... Huh. Godchild doing a wee bit of refilling of the MP. Ah, I see. Yeah, you really don't need to refill MP there, but it's fine. Dave, thank you for the gifted as well.
And make them
And thank you for the bits,
slaves.
Chaosmania. Ah! Nice. Good fight. 55 minutes for Jupiter finding Soul of Bat. That must not feel great, I'm going to be honest.
I'm interested in this.
For the train.
Yes, please, for the train. Sacrifice your bits to the train now. I appreciate you, Gemini Joe. Okay, last Vlad relic is looking like it's in the catacombs. It's either Grand Falloon or it's Spike Breaker. Well, it actually could be Silver Ring as well. I forgot about Silver Ring. I'm stupid. You may not have my bits. Damn. Yeah, I forgot about Silver Ring. Much like how Jupiter forgot about checking the relic in the library. Yeah, we're down to 3 last checks. Either it's Grand Falloon, Spike Breaker, or Silver Ring. Godchild's going Grand Falloon first. Yeah, Godchild needs to go Inverted Caverns first. For real, for real. Dead ass on God. No cap. Jupiter. There's no way you remember this, but you forget the library check. You are Cap. Cap. Jupiter's throwing on purpose. Cap. No fucking way. Jupiter's throwing on purpose. I'm calling him out right now. This is hard cap. He bet against himself so he could throw on purpose so he can get those sweet, sweet channel points. I'm calling it now. Everybody who voted on Jupiter right now is getting swindled. No cap on God, respectfully? No, I'm calling cap. I'm calling it. Was there nothing there? Godchild save splits. So it's Spike Breaker or Silver Ring? Yeah, this is a fixed match. There's no way he remembers the fucking mermaid statue but doesn't forget the Vlad relic at the start of the game, man. There's no way. Game 3 Expedition is not going to happen because Jupiter is going to ban Expedition every time. No cap, this is making me cry for real, for real. It's Silver Ring. Uh-oh. Wow. That is insanely unlikely. But, I mean, that's casual logic for you. You can be anywhere. Wow. Wow. Godchild's going to ban guarded OG. What does that leave? Safe logic? Yeah. So that means safe logic will be the final. Because they're definitely not going to do Expedition. If Godchild bans guarded OG, that leaves safe logic because Jupiter's not going to pick casual, and Jupiter can't pick Lycanthrope because he won with Lycanthrope. Damn. Finishing it up with a safe seed is pretty cool. But that's still going to require Godchild to clutch this out, though. Because the thing is Jupiter's doing this check. Jupiter will then finish up Catacombs, then do Silver Ring, and still not have both Vlad relics. So that's probably going to key him in that he messed up something. Yeah, it's definitely not over yet. Because all he needs to do is realize, oopsie doopsie, I made a fucky wucky. And as soon as he makes that realization, he should go to the library, but we'll see. Does library check show on tracker? After you've been to the library, no, it gets deleted from the tracker. Also, Jupiter is using like a 5-year-old version of the tracker because he refuses to update things because he's weird. I'm pretty sure Jupiter downloaded the tracker once and it saw the big red update button that automatically shows up on the tracker for like a year now and hasn't updated. It helps make his luck true. There it is. I have Vlad 1 hour in. Godchild needs to go back to the second castle now, though. It's his lucky, outdated relic tracker. It makes sense. Now, Godchild might have enough time to do Beelzebub and go to the Catacombs here. It's possible. He might be able to do Beelzebub and inverted Caverns, that is what I meant to say. It has an auto spoiler, true. Which actually isn't possible, but, you know. That technology does not exist currently. Thank God. Because then it would be impossible to stop people from cheating.
I'm interested in this.
Heart, heart, heart.
Heart, heart, heart. Thank you, Kiki Kong-kun. Much appreciated. I mean, we'll see. Jupiter has a little bit of time left before... And Godchild's routing is going to matter a lot. If he hard commits skipping Beelzebub, that could be good. He's thinking about it. He needs to figure out what he's doing. Skipping Beelzebub is optimal, obviously, because we know where the Lost Vlad Relic is, but he doesn't know that, and he might just be like, well, I gotta go somewhere. Granted, there is the idea of like, well, Jupiter hasn't won yet, so maybe it can't be a Beelzebub? But this route is so wacky that it's hard to say. You know what I mean? This seed was very wacky. The last Vlad Relic being at Silver Ring is really unlikely, or it feels very unlikely in a casual seed since it's such high complexity. And since the minimum complexity, the minimum complexity is 0, you don't expect it to actually end up being, you know, relatively high. He's skipping Beelzebub. Let's fucking go, baby! I think this is a W for... I said it from the beginning. I said never lose out hope. I said there's always... When there's a will, there's a way. I never gave up. You can't prove it by rewinding this VOD. You can't disprove it. I was a believer the whole time. I didn't say it was over 20 minutes in. No, I would never... Oh my god. And it's funny too because even if Jupiter bought the relic, it still doesn't matter. I think Godchild still has the advantage now. His route is just that much better, which is crazy to think about. Even if Jupiter had the extra Vlad relic from the shop, even if he hadn't forgot it, Godchild is still just flat out ahead because he's going to get this relic and he's already in the second castle. Meanwhile, Jupiter has to go all the way. He didn't save split, which is ridiculous. He's going to have to go all the way to grab Silver Ring, the Silver Ring location to grab the Eye of Vlad. And then he would have had to go back to the second castle. Meanwhile, Godchild's already in the second castle. So, yeah. The merman thing was ridiculous. I don't know... I don't know what was going on in Jupiter's head. Yeah, he now realizes that he's screwed because he has one relic check left in the entire game. Godchild also just guesses correctly on this 50-50, which is fucking huge. Yeah, even if Jupiter ended up buying the relic, it doesn't matter. Jupiter knows something's wrong now because he has one relic check in the entire game, but he's missing 2 Vlad relics. But yeah, Godchild just still straight up one out with his route, which is crazy. I mean, we're going to a game 3, which is not what I expected. I don't know if the players are willing to play this late. I don't know if they're, if it's dinner time or what's going on. We might not finish today. I'll ask them once this race is done. But that's crazy. Jupiter might have thrown the match, but it doesn't matter because Godchild, at the end of the day, gambled and won. So it doesn't even matter. Whether Jupiter threw or not, Godchild earned this win. Just straight up. Godchild created his own luck. That's what I've been saying this whole time, yeah. Damn. I feel like an idiot for counting him out so early. No, this was a hard-earned win for sure. Twitch chat will call it a scam. Twitch chat will say it's rigged. But it was a hard-earned win. Yeah, there was a point where it looked like he was just going to stop playing and die to the Flea Riders. True, yeah. There was a point where Godchild looked so over it. He just looked so like, ugh. Just kill me. I don't want to play anymore. But he didn't give up. That's a huge... this should be a huge W for his mentality, though. Jupiter now doesn't know what to do. Jupiter confused. Why game bug? Hold on. Guys, I think this seed is broken. I'm missing a Vlad relic. Why is the game bug? Excuse me. Randomizer machine broke. That, or he's just now realizing, yeah, that it's in the library. He might be realizing it now. Again, it doesn't matter. God's Child is already on to the final boss. You say he never gets punished for his mistakes? He didn't get punished for that mistake, no. He got outplayed, just straight up, 50 keys. This wasn't the thing that punished him, because God's Child is still going to win, because that would have been Jupiter's last Vlad relic anyways. So Jupiter's doing the same exact route regardless. The only difference is instead of warping wherever he's going to warp now. No, he's going back to the second castle? Did he think he forgot something in the second castle? All right. I guess he's going to go check the map in the second castle to see what he forgot, but he didn't forget anything? Yeah. All right, God's Child. You got 2 Vardas in your inventory. This has got to be enough to one cycle. Yeah, Jupiter's like game is bugged. GG's. And it's 1-1, baby. Let's freaking go. I believed in God's Child the whole time. I never gave up hope. Easy W. All right. I don't know how long it's going to take Jupiter to realize or what's going on. But I'm going to message them and see what happens. And I will see you guys in just a second to see whether or not we're racing for a game number 3. All right, and we're here just in time for game number 3. Who thought we would get here? I totally did. I had faith the entire time, personally. And here we are, God's Child versus Jupiter Climb, match number 3. They are running it back with a casual preset. We'll see. God's Child made some interesting plays and had the chance to bring it back into this game here, but casual is the most volatile out of all the presets, I will say. The most random, the most amount of crazy stuff can happen. So we will see. Did I not set up a gamble for this one? Did I forget to do that? Oh, I did. Make it very, very fast. 2 minutes. No gamble. Last one. 2 minutes. Be very, very quickly. Very quickly gamble. These players are pretty much even right now. It can go down to either one. The routing is still up in the air. God's Child is definitely more warmed up now and is playing a lot better, I would say. Two-shot starting weapon. Thank you, Krista. That is a fantastic emote. Yeah, I would say very small lead for Jupiter starting out. But God's Child's playing well. Flame Star starting item. It's probably going to come down to routing / random item drops. Let's be real, guys. This is just for real gambling. Why did Jupiter start with 5 more HP? If you don't take damage versus Dracula, you start with 80 HP. If you take any damage, you start with 75. In the prologue, that is. All right. Meal ticket in the inventory, not a library card, though. Jupiter with like a 10-second lead so far. Dwakua. And Heart Refresh as one of the starting items, as well as Silver Ring. We don't know what that is. It could be a sellable. Jewel of Open Start. Let's go. The randomizer is so fantastic. I'm so happy I'm not playing this fucking game, dude.
Tribute.
Oh my god.
You steal
Honest
men's souls
snitch.
and make them your slaves.
Thank you for the gifted. Appreciate you. 25 away from that Castlevania Shuffler stream. Yeah, this is going to be a crazy one. Heart Refresh is a starting item. It's a sellable. Okay. Sorry, not Heart Refresh. Sorry. I meant Jewel of Open as the starting relic is very interesting. it could lead to a lot of interesting scenarios. Godchild getting that life max up. Fuck this game, true. For real, on God. Ooh, Godchild needs to stop taking so much damage. Except for there, that's an intentional damage boost. He's allowed to take that one. Early Chapel would be the dumbest thing I've ever seen, but honestly, Godchild going for some items. Uh-oh. That's not me. Never mind, we're good. We're fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, Godchild, honestly, kind of a slow start, but routing might matter more than starting execution here. Jupiter is getting a decent lead, though. The routing might matter more. The items might matter more. Early Jewel of Open is always a risky situation. You don't know when you're supposed to go down to the caverns. Because now these players have a decent amount open to them, but it's not fast to do. Like, you don't want to go to the caverns now. It just takes too much time. Jupiter on tilt? I don't think so. Jupiter's playing just fine. Maybe he is tilted, but he's not playing like he's tilted. Yeah, Bat at Scylla would be massive, but I don't think going down to caverns early is really the right play. I think it's probably better to go outer wall first. There's too many relics in the outer wall. Going to the library gives you access to so many items. Like, oh, Godchild, stop taking damage. Your strength is good, though. You're two-shotting the zombies. But he's behind by a decent amount from all the damage he's taken. Jupiter just hasn't gotten hit. Hasn't been taking damage, so. I mean, at least Godchild is, like, kind of damage boosting. So that's kind of cool. Gold ring. I don't know what that was, but seems like Jupiter is not grabbing whatever relic that was. I couldn't see what it was. Was it a familiar card? It was a card? Okay. Yeah, no, going up the chapel stairs first is not a good play. There's too many useful relic checks in the outer wall for you to do that. The outer wall has the elevator. It has the shop. It has fairy scroll, possibly fairy card if you can get up there. So you're looking at 4 potential relics. And if you have mist, that opens up Soul of Bat. So that's like 5 potential relics versus going to Castle Keep to get 1 relic. So it just doesn't make sense. At the beginning of the clock tower, there is a Fire of Bat, but you need flight for it. This is assuming you only have Jewel of Open, right? But if you have flight, then you can do Fire of Bat, and then you do Castle Keep, and then you end up in Keep anyways, but having checked like half of the castle. You know? Cross Shuriken and an attack potion. Decent items. Not like game-breakingly amazing, but decent. May absorb damage taken. That's, you know, worth putting on. So Jupiter with another lucky drop, but it's not that important. You know, just having a talisman is fine, but it's not like game-breakingly strong. It wasn't like the sword drop that he got last seed that was honestly a major advantage. No, yeah, Jupiter definitely has the movement. I think Jupiter just has a better... wow, that Soul Steal was crazy. I think Jupiter just has a better handle on like moving Alucard by himself. Godchild can definitely keep up once he has movement, specifically Soul of Bat. His like wing smashes are fine. His movement when he has Bat is fine. But I think his just solo Alucard movement is the part that is lacking the most, honestly. Which is strange. It's usually not, you usually don't see it that way, but. Oh, Jupiter kind of struggling with Doppelganger here. Doppelganger gets away. Starts wing smashing around the place. Might be worth using the Cross Shuriken against him. I don't know. Ooh, Mana Prism right away. That's a good find. And a Moon Rod. That could be a couple different things. Rod with lunar markings is a Moon Rod. Moon Rod's great. Moon Rod is fantastic. It's worth putting on. Why are bats the best friends to have? Bats are cute, man. They're just like little flying dogs. Ooh, look at this loop. Loop this fool. Godshot with the perfect combo. Drops it, but then picks it right back up. Hits him with the motherfucking infinite. Light punch. Jupiter's still with a pretty decent lead, though. Godchild is missing out on that item because of that. That's really funny. I've never seen someone try and use Tetra Spirit to open that. That's crazy. I mean, sure. Whatever. I mean, he's missing out on Moonrod, but Moonrod's great. But there's probably going to be something better in the shop, right? Copium. Power of Mist is a relic here. Yeah, it's probably worth grabbing right now because it could mean that Mist is in the library and then you get Flight that way. Or whatever. But, you know. Yeah, Jupiter with a pretty solid, like, 30-second lead right now. His movement's just slightly better. Maybe even a little bit more than 30, maybe 40 seconds. What are you doing? Oh, wait a minute. Godchild is doing something that I think is pretty dang smart, which is opening up the shortcut to castle entrance. Vanilla Fairy Scroll. This is actually really, really smart. I forgot about this. In early Jewel of Open Seeds, it's usually Yatsutsuna, nice lucky drop. Is it? It's literally just Yatsutsuna. Oh my god. Jupiter not getting a lucky drop challenge, impossible. Holy shit. That's all 3 seeds, right? That he's found something absolutely insane from a random drop. Crazy. Sprite card. Mana Prisms in the shop. Weapons are... I can't really tell. Yeah, I don't see anything that crazy except for Mana Prisms that are cheap as hell. Honestly. Yeah, max out on Mana Prisms, call it a day. It's either Keep or Caverns, exactly. And Godchild having opened up that shortcut gives him a slight advantage if it's in the Caverns. Because he has access to a warp that helps him out. Whereas if Jupiter goes to Caverns and he gets like Mist, for example, in the location of somewhere in the caverns, it's like that doesn't help him, right? Like it helps him, but then he has to figure out where does he go from there, right? Whereas Godchild will have a warp in castle entrance to warp back to outer wall. And Jupiter's not getting the warp. Or not opening the shortcut. This might actually be what ends up biting Jupiter in the ass. Not opening that shortcut might matter a lot. Especially if he's choosing to go caverns and not do zero relic. Castle Keep. Yeah, no Yatsutsuna for Godchild. That's going to slow his movement down a lot because he doesn't have anything to shield dash with. He also doesn't have a ton of money.
I'm interested in this.
So he can buy Mana Prisms, but like you also kind of want a shield, right? You kind of want some other stuff. Maybe just buy one shield. Strong versus all attacks. Yeah, you buy that. Buy that. Buy the shield. It's $400 and it's an Alucard shield. You definitely buy that. Yes, and then the rest on Mana Prisms, 100%. Just the rest on Mana Prisms. Why'd you get a Life Apple? Life Apple and Sprite card.
Thank you.
2 Life Apples. He got more Life Apples than he got Mana Prisms. My man's is playing on another level. You know what? He said, you know what? I ain't afraid of dying. The only thing that could stop me is dying, and now I can't die. That is, you know what? I respect it. I respect the play. I respect the hustle. I respect the grind set. The only issue is Jupiter is like multiple minutes ahead at this point because of Godchild's pretty slow movement, I will say. There's a chance he can catch up because of the, again, because of the the shortcut, but we'll see. He also doesn't have a great weapon right now, which is also part of the problem. Power of Wolf doesn't unlock anything. Worst case scenario is that you find like Wolf at the bottom of the because now Jupiter only has one item relic check left. Gottschalk, you got to go to Caverns. Yeah, you opened the shortcut. You got to go Caverns. He gets the moon rod at least. All right, he gets it on the way out. You can't grab that. Yeah, that's fine. If he finds Wolf at the bottom of the waterfall, this is the greatest seed of all time. If he finds Wolf at the bottom of the waterfall and then the intended route is to go back to Caverns, to go into the catacombs using Wolf and Power of Wolf, I'm going to scream. It's the greatest seed of all time. It's possible. Unlikely, but possible. Don't kill them with Moonrod. They're resistant to bludgeoning damage. I hope it's Power of Wolf, but Bat at Keep. That would also be funny, yeah. Yeah, you can intentionally take a death while you have golden apples or whatever. Life apples. I'm thinking of fucking Minecraft. While you have life apples, and it refills your HP and your MP when you respawn. The issue is that the animation takes like 5 seconds, so it's kind of slow. But you know. Ooh, a sword. You can't grab it though. Gottschalk's like, maybe I can jump up there. That's kind of funny. You can't make that. Yeah, Gravity Boots is like, well, Gravity Boots, Jupiter doesn't really get hard punished if it's Gravity Boots. If it's Leapstone, Jupiter gets hard punished. If it's Wolf, Jupiter gets hard punished. If it's Mist, if it's nothing, Jupiter also gets hard punished. If the correct route was to go to Castle Keep. The only way Jupiter actually gets out of this unscathed if it's some form of flight. If it's Gravity Boots or if it's Bat or if it's Mist with Power of Mist. Gottschalk, oh, it's nothing. Jupiter hard punished. Didn't save split, didn't get the shortcut. He now has to go through all of Alchemy Lab to go anywhere. Gottschalk, on the other hand, is going to have a shortcut to get to Outer Wall faster. Yeah, no flight. Gottschalk says, fuck it, I'm going to die anyways. Regeneration! Let's go! Calculated! Calculated! He said call an ambulance, but not for me. Damn, this game's crazy. I love this video game. Yeah, Jupiter just kind of getting owned right now. This is the shortcut that matters like so much in early oh, and another life apple. Gottschalk gets another life apple. Yeah, Jupiter missing out on this shortcut like really, really hurts. Wow, wow, wow. He still has a massive movement advantage, like just time advantage. So we'll see what he does with this. He's saving the game. Okay. Was that his first save? Probably, yeah. So now he has to go through all of Alchemy Lab for no reason, really. Like, he's not going to get anything in Alchemy Lab. He could try and go through Chapel to get to Castle Keep. I think that's his only play, which is definitely slower than warping to Outer Wall and doing the Zero Relic Clock Tower. But I don't know how much slower it actually ends up being, though. I don't think Jupiter knows Clock Tower strats. My man's is like almost in the finals and has won a tournament and doesn't know Clock Tower strats. I mean, you know, let that be inspiration to all of you out there that you don't actually need to know what you're doing to get good at this video game. I think he does. I mean, we'll see. Yeah. Jupiter's going through Chapel. This is in his for his route, this is the correct play for sure. And his lead is solid enough that it probably won't matter. Godchild, on the other hand, he needs to now execute Zero Relic keep for his route to matter. It also helps that Jupiter has a freaking Yatsutsuna and can just kill all these enemies without having to worry about like getting past them. Because getting past these enemies, unironically, is quite difficult without a powerful weapon. So that is one thing that gives him a little bit of an advantage still. Honestly, this Yatsutsuna is mattering so much. He'll also be able to kill Hippogriff really fast, which is another reason why this route is usually slow. I'm rooting for DB. I hate to break it to you, I'm not in the tournament. But thank you, though. I appreciate the support. The developer intended route, true. But I'm right there, true. Good luck in the tournament. Thanks. I'll need it. Yeah, no, I'm going to money match whoever wins the tournament for all of their prize pool. Darkblade, hold up. Wait a minute. Godchild just got a Darkblade drop. We don't know what it is yet, though. It could be big. Could be huge, even. Maybe massive? Maybe gargantuan, even? We don't know. There we go. Godchild's warping outer wall. Here it comes. Jupiter was still just so far ahead that it doesn't matter, though. Yeah, the Yatsutsuna saved him so much time. Plus, his movement is well early game. He was probably about a minute ahead. Anyways, but oh my god, what did you say? Dinner talk? Was that so bad? Oh my god, dude. This video game is really funny. This game is really funny. Dinner Dog is literally cheating. All right, Godchild. You gotta execute. Oh, 2 for 1. Big snipe. Nope. Next one. You're on the wrong spot. You're on the wrong spot. It's the next crack. Wow, what a jump. I didn't know you could make that jump. All right, congratulations to Jupiter for winning spot in grand finals. GG's. Yeah, nice bat into library card. Like, yeah. Casual sucks? Yeah, it's terrible. There have been 3 tournaments that have been primarily casual only as the preset. Casual is easily the worst preset right now. Well, actually, there are probably worse ones, but this one's pretty bad. Casual just has the highest variance because it's so random. There you go. That's the right spot. All right, Godchild's probably like a few minutes behind. So he can technically make this back with a gamble or 2. But it's going to be tough. He also needs to know the manipulation here. You should also check out that Darkblade. Sword forged by elves? That's better. That's better than what you have currently. Okay, getting stoned, and then he's missing the Medusa head that was perfectly placed. Okay. These Medusa heads are kind of trolling him. He missed his ride again. That was another perfectly placed Medusa head. Come on. You got to stop getting stoned! Oh, no. Oh, no. You have to jump. Yeah. When they leave this... Oh, no. When they leave the screen, that's when you jump. As soon as they leave the screen, you have to jump. Oh, no. This is bad. This is really... You gotta stop getting stoned, man. That one won't work, unfortunately. That's not gonna work either. That one might work, but yeah, you have to be like perfect. To get a gold Medusa head to boost you, you have to be like pixel perfect almost. That one won't work. That one will work. That one would have worked! Godchild, what are you doing? He's throwing. He's literally fucking throwing. Oh my god. Is he... Has he ever practiced this? Like, oh no. If you're gonna do this route, you need to know... That one... No, that one wouldn't have worked. But it was close. Oh no. You need to know the manipulation. You gotta jump as soon as they leave the screen. There you... Well, it was close. That one will work. There you go. You're fine. Oh my god. He lost like 3 minutes to that. That's so bad. Yeah, Jupiter just wins this. Jupiter was already like 2 minutes ahead. Then he just won like another like 3 minutes back. Like, Godchild needs to skip like half the castle now in order to make this time back. It's yeah. To lose the run to that's really bad. On the bright side, he can't die. He doesn't have to worry about dying, but thank you, Japanese fairy. Yes, the wall is very funny. Yeah, Jupiter has holy glasses from castle entrance, I think. Jupiter also going back into the caverns right away. Not checking gold ring though. Ziggy, thank you for the gifted. I hope you're doing well.
Make them your slaves.
If you go all this way just to get the warp, I don't know. I feel like you just go back to the caverns later, right? Jupiter also has a handful of mana prisms. So his movement's going to be very fast. The main issue is Jupiter's now just skipping Gold Ring, I guess. Maybe he can come back and do it later if he ever finds Merman statue. Damn. Because, yeah, Jupiter's definitely going to library card out, if I had to guess, after checking these items, or checking these relics. Nice sword card. Let's go. Getting the life max up? Sure, why not? You're already here.
Tribute. You steal
That's a
men's
lot.
souls and make them your slaves.
Thank you, Ziggy, for the 24. Just enough to get us to the Castlevania Shuffler stream. I appreciate you, dude. All right. That'll be fun. Let's go. Ziggy's way too nice, man. Yeah, I don't... Oh, now it makes a little more sense why you do this route, yeah. Because you want to go do entrance, and then you're like, well, I'm already here, might as well go back to the caverns. I get it. Skipping Gold Ring, however, just feels really bad. I don't know. This might actually be a decent route now that I think about it. You just kind of accept that Gold Ring is a lost cause and just leave it. The only issue is you're missing 5 Vlad relics, so skipping anything feels really, really bad. Ooh, never mind. Wow. This is not punished, because now that you have Merman statue, you have a reason to go back to... or you just library card. Sure. Maybe this makes sense somewhere to somebody. I don't... I guess the idea is you maybe can save split for... Or on your way to Alrox's quarters, you go check those 2 checks in caverns, because now you have 2 checks in caverns that are available to you. Godchild's not going down, however. Okay. This could be big. Maybe some early second castle shenanigans for Godchild might work out in his favor. He has, like, no MP, though. He has to be careful. I think he might not have enough to make it all the way up. Just barely. All right, good. Yeah, going to Alchemy. Ooh, Eye of Vlad found. First Vlad relic in the library. Very interesting. Yeah, either the seed is going to be an hour long or like an hour and 20 minutes long, because they're... Ooh, Gold Ring. Man, this seed is kind of scary, not going to lie. At least they have Bat. Jupiter also has basically infinite mana prisms. Found Gravity Boots. Where was Gravity Boots? Wait, where's Gravity Boots? Both players have access to the library card. It was in the Castle Keep. It was at Grand Falloon. Oh. Well, that's kind of a big deal. That helps movement a lot. There's Spike Breaker. One item away from being able to check Silver Ring. Just needs Mist. Jupiter's going to check all of Castle Keep. And then make his way to do Alchemy Lab. Unless he skips Alchemy Lab and goes straight to the second castle, actually. He might. I don't know. Jupiter wasted his card. I don't think that's necessarily, like, wasted. If that Morning Star is a Shield Rod, though, that's actually huge. It's like a 50% chance to be a Shield Rod, almost, right? Oh, it's actually the fucking Iron Club. Damn. Alrox still on the table? No, he sits at the table. Alrox is still at the table. He's not on the table. Jupiter not rushing second castle. Interesting. Wait, did he not do keep? Oh, he did keep when he got there because of Bat. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. Ignore me. Sorry, it's been a long one. That's both rings. Wow. Interesting. Who would have thought? You already have that shield. You don't need to pick it up. That's convenient. Yeah. We'll see what it is, though. Phoenix, thank you for the sub.
Steal men's souls and make them your slaves.
That is very kind of you. Thank you for the 6 months of support. You know, Jupiter's movement's going to just catch him up because he has basically infinite mana prisms. He has gravity boots. He has better movement overall. So he's going to catch up and surpass Godchild while also doing all of Catacombs and Mines. Like, it's rough. It's genuinely very rough for Godchild to actually hold a lead. However, he only needs the Vlad relics, so if he somehow skips everything that isn't Vlad relics, then maybe it doesn't matter. We'll see what's down here. It's Echo? Yeah. Just find only the things you need and don't find the things you don't need. Exactly, yeah. Jupiter would need to die? Not necessarily, but... Nice. Jupiter's skipping Holy Glasses. Why? Why did he skip Holy Glasses? Somebody tell me, why did he skip Holy Glasses? Like, why? Godchild's going back? Oh, no. That's GG's. He needs Gold Ring and Merman, so I'll do it on the way back. Oh, yeah. I guess that's fair. Oh, there's Heart of Vlad. Damn. Godchild's getting fucking mixed right now. He won't even have Merman statue to do this, which is unfortunate. It doesn't make... It doesn't... No. You just... Well, I guess if you're on the right clock cycle, yeah. Jupiter's idea is, I'll just do it later and I'm on the good clock cycle. That makes sense, actually. Now that I actually am thinking about it, that does make sense. That's a pretty heads-up call. If Merman is bait, it could be okay. We need that to be a library card. Nice. Jupiter will likely find that anyways, but... Godchild at least still has access to 2 library cards now, and Jupiter only has 1. So if he makes the best use of them, we'll see. Damn. Jupiter still has a freaking Yatsutsuno, which is an endgame weapon, too. And Godchild has been using this Moonrod for what feels like forever. Oh, he has to Wing Smash her to death. Or use spells. Alright, summon spirit, summon spirit, summon spirit. That's a frame-perfect input, by the way. Him doing the Tetris Spirit while the level-up animation was playing is a literal frame-perfect input. Wow, that's crazy. I've never seen somebody do that non-TAS. That's crazy. I mean, it doesn't matter, but... Godchild literally TAS. True. See, now here's the issue, is that was nothing. Godchild is now going to be going to the mines, I guess? I don't know. We'll see. My privacy settings blocked access to my location? Yeah, that's on purpose, dude. Get out of here, Windows 11. Does anybody like Windows 11? I don't think anybody likes it. I hate Windows 11. I thought Windows 10 was just fine. They didn't need to change shit. And now Windows 11 is fucking miserable. Missed at All Rocks. Oh, yeah. Jupiter is just on the best route right now, it seems like. Windows 11 blows. Okay, it's not just me. Windows 11 is Windows 10, but more annoying. Yeah, exactly. Godchild also does not need to stand that far, but whatever. Let's see what's at Silver Ring. Just a familiar card. Yeah, that's one of the main issues with casual is that like you do all these checks and Half the time, it doesn't even matter. Godchild, just wing smash into him. There you go. Yeah, Jupiter is going to do everything on the way back, and will then go to Caverns and then do second castle, it seems like. Godchild needs to find those 2 Vlad relics and go straight to the second castle. Which I don't know if that's going to happen. I think Jupiter just... I don't think there's a world where Jupiter doesn't lose this now. Because, like, there's not much left to gamble on. Jupiter does need to do Fire of Bat, I guess. Huh. I'm trying to think of a world where Godchild makes a play and saves all this time back, but he's missing out on a late game weapon. He's going to have to figure that out at some point. He's missing out on Gravity Boots, which he's about to get right now. He's missing 2 Vlad relics. Like, that's tough. There's just not enough Vlad relics and mix-ups left in the seed, right? Yeah. Jewel of Open plus Mist plus both rings means first castle is full completable. So there's no reason to, like, gamble going back to the first castle because everything is fully available. So Jupiter's going to full clear first castle and then just go to second castle. We still don't know what's at Holy Symbol yet either. That's going to matter a lot too. Where was Merman statue again? I cannot remember. Yeah, Godchild. This Moonrod is dog shit. It's not good. Is that Spike Breaker? Okay, well. Yeah, that's miserable. Dude, too many bodies on the floor. I've said it once, I'll say it again. You can't let the bodies hit the floor. You also should just be using a sword and not the Moonrod. You have a sword, dude. The Dark Blade does the same amount of damage, but has a better hitbox. Oh, I guess I'm... Well, yeah, it's Dark Blade. Oh, my God. All right, that's one way to help. You know, Jupiter probably has saved multiple minutes from getting that Yatsasuna drop at this point. Because he doesn't have to deal with fighting bosses like this. He's able to actually just kill them. Just flat out murder them. Yeah, Jupiter killed that boss like 20 seconds faster than Godchild did. Jupiter skipped the pot. He might just grab it on the way out. We don't know. Never mind. Jupiter's missing out on a library card. It won't matter, but... I don't think that matters. Because... Yeah, I mean, the only library card he would be able to use is, like, right here. He's about to finish the first castle completely. So he's losing a little bit of time, but his route is just so much better than Godchild's that the extra library card's not going to help him. You got an extra library card from a Duron drop? Is that true? I didn't think that happened. I don't remember that. We have watched 2 other seeds before this today, so maybe I'm just getting things mixed up. The Yatsasuna was the Duron drop, exactly. Yeah, that's what I figured. Was that Succubus? Succubus was a familiar card. Do we know it's at bat, though? We do not know. Nothing behind Merman. Flawless dark bat or dark spike room for Godchild. Well, Jupiter's gonna have to make his way all the way to either he's gonna skip the bat check or he's gonna make his way all the way to the long library right now. Godchild, you just need to skip it. Cut your losses. You need a library card right now. Yeah, he's getting baited. It's GG's. Unless he says, fuck it, we ball. No. Yeah, he's getting baited. He's getting hard baited. That's GG's. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. It feels like the right thing to do, but you can't blame him, yeah. Godchild has 2 library cards, but he doesn't know where Mist is. That's the issue. If Godchild had already gone to Alrox's quarters at this point, he would have found Mist, he would have found everything he needed, and he would have had the info to use the library card because he would know how to full clear better, but it just happened to be like the order in which he did things kind of screwed him over. And Jupiter's going the long way to check bat. Godchild also hasn't been back to the library to buy mana prisms, which is another just huge mistake. Mana prisms were $200 in the shop. Jupiter used his library card to get mana prisms, so he ends up saving time. Even if he uses the library card slightly suboptimally, he used it to get mana prisms, so he can move better. So I feel like Godchild is like just misunderstanding the assignment a little bit, and there's nothing there either. There's nothing left in the first castle. Wow. Everything's left in the second castle, and Jupiter's going to get there way before Godchild, so there's no mix-ups left. Jupiter just flat out wins. Mist and Heart were at Alrox and Sword card? I believe so, yeah. Godchild's about to find Eye of Vlad at Fire of Bat. And then he has to do Alrox's quarters, and then he has to go to the second castle. Jupiter will always move better than anyone. Jupiter's movement's great, but it's not the best. I would say Talik has better movement than him. I would say I have better movement than him. His is just good enough. Jupiter likely feels behind seeing bad at keep. Probably not anymore. I don't know. I think the idea of feeling behind doesn't make any sense. Yeah, Dinner Dog also has really, really good clean movement, and that one's going to be a toss-up, so. I get it. We all like Jupiter, but, like, he's not, like, infallible as a human being. Yeah, y'all really, like, underestimate. Talik's main issue is that he's stubborn. He's stubborn to a fault. But he definitely has some of the... his movement's better than mine in some regard. He actually sits down and practices, like, stuff. Where, like, nobody sits down and practices this game. Jupiter has the most consistent shield dashing. You're smoking crack cocaine. Do you know whose channel you're literally in right now? What? I don't know. I can think of one guy who has better shield dashing. Just one. Like, I get it. He's really good at the game, and I'm not trying to take that away from him, but you guys are, like, imbuing him with, like, magical powers at this point. Like, he is fallible. He has things that he's not perfect at. But it's fine. I know a lot of you guys are just big fans, and that's fine. That's perfectly understandable. I just don't want that to cloud your judgment with, like, how reality works. You know what I mean? Like, we don't need to lie about people's skill level. Talik is not the most consistent randomizer player, and he would also agree with that. I bet Jupiter has better hair, too. Sure. Whatever, man. I mean, Jupiter is winning this match, though. He just straight up cannot lose. He would need his controller to explode, his computer to be set on fire, his mom to ground him, all that shit. The thing is, yeah, Jupiter would also agree that his movement is not the best. His movement is really good, don't get me wrong, but, like, it's definitely not the best. Does ASD still play this game? He's been busy lately. He shows up every once in a while. Yeah, people don't know about ASD. ASD, I would say, is probably the best rando player that we've ever had. But he hasn't entered the last 2 tournaments. I would say ASD is a better rando player than I am, even. Does Ben Otten still play? He booted up Randomizer not that long ago. Ben Otten is like the OG GOAT. Y'all don't even know. If Ben Otten entered this tournament, it'd be over. See, he's doing fucking Hellfire strats. This is your hero? Hellfire strats are bad. This is not good. Wow, 74 damage, 74 damage. God. It's fine. Is this your king? Dark Hellfire, not even the good one. That one's better. The idea is that it does multiple hits of damage if you space it properly. It's consistent. He doesn't really get shook and miss inputs. That's fair, yeah. The main issue is that Jupiter doesn't study the game, really, enough, in my opinion. Like, he plays a lot, but he doesn't study, like, the correct, like, strats and stuff like that. Like, he'll keep up with stuff if it gets posted in the Discord, but he doesn't, like, actively research his own strats. He doesn't play enough to, like, you know, do stuff like that. Which is understandable. He plays, like, 7,000 games. I mean, I envy his ability to be so good at so many different games, but I would never say that he's the best at this game. He just splits his attention between too many different things for that to be the case. But he's still really good at everything that he tries. So, I mean, that's still commendable. And I don't want to take that away. And I don't want people to get the wrong impression from it. I'm just very much like, I just hear the praise so much that I'm like, guys, I get it. We all like Jupiter. He's great. He's very, very good. But you can't, like, just lie. And don't do that at the expense of, like, other players that also put a lot of time and effort into this game. You guys probably just don't watch the other players play because you're too busy watching Jupiter, or maybe me. And that's fine. That's understandable. But your lack of knowledge doesn't mean that Jupiter's the best. Granted, he has a decent chance of winning this tournament, which is very impressive. If Jupiter took the time to properly train his gameplay, do you think he could possibly take the 80% world record? Yeah, but I would just take it back. I would sooner die than let somebody, like, just beat me. Do you know what I mean? But that's because I'm the person that has the record, and I'm way too competitive to let that shit go. And I also don't think it's something Jupiter wants to do. You know what I mean? He wants to do like Toadstool stuff. He's not interested in playing any percent. He doesn't like music change, hence not interested in current strats. It saves less. It like saves a second. He could still play the video game if he wanted to with the music on. That's so stupid. Whatever, man. If that's true, then like Jupiter, I cannot comprehend his mindset. He's literally built different. That is not the reason why he doesn't play any percent. If that's his reason, he's wrong. He's literally wrong about his reason. Did Jupiter check Silver Ring? Yeah, he did. Yeah, no, this has been over for like 20 minutes now. Yeah, if I'm God's Child, I'm pissed. When he sees that Jupiter's finished in 55 minutes and he's still missing 3 Vlad Rocks, he's going to be very mad. Every time Jupiter's talked about any percent, he says he's not interested in it and he wants to run Toadstool any percent and just grind for random drop, which is, I guess, fine, but if he wants to spend his time doing that, the expected time it takes to get a Toadstool drop is, if you played 8 hours a day, it takes 2 years on average to get a Toadstool drop, so I don't think he's going to actually do it. It's 1 in 4,100, and it takes about 5 minutes to get there. So to do 4,100 runs, you have to spend like 2 years playing 8 hours a day. We may find a manip. Who knows? Manips are not possible in this game. We absolutely know that that's not possible. RNG manipulation is not possible in this game. It's not possible for humans to do, at least. The RNG values are changing outside of ways that are within human control. And that's already been known. You just have to get lucky. There's no way to manipulate it. Maybe he'll just get lucky like he does in Randomizer, true. I guess that's one way to get to win the video game. Yeah, Jupiter's route was better this time and takes it with 2-1. GG's, everybody. I really don't want this to come off as me like hating on Jupiter. Jupiter's obviously a fantastic player. The thing that I really dislike is when people ascribe way too much credit to him, which discredits other people's hard work. That's the part that personally bothers me. I want you guys to realize that everybody that's in this tournament is working really hard and doing a lot of hard work to be as good as they are. So don't overemphasize just the one person that you see the most or the streamer that you like the most. Like, everybody here is doing their best and doing a lot here. All right. That's all I wanted to get to. That's all. GG's to Jupiter, taking it 2-1. I'm sure Jupiter himself would also agree that, like, you know, to give credit where credit is due. Parasocial relationships are one hell of a drug, I guess. Alrighty, y'all. I'm out of here. Have a good one. Peace out.